silhouettes inside of my snow globe. Shopping sprees in Soho. You had to see it. Strippers shaking ass and watching the dough blow.
Whoa! Back at it! Showing love, showing love, showing love.
Yeah.
Back at
It
it.
was good.
Got to show love regardless.
Yo, you know, we took a week off. My man was on vacay. How was the vacay?
Vacation was great. Great. Got a little tan. Feeling fresh than ever. Ran a little half marathon, but we back at it.
You know, I finally went to GNX store. I have the fake merch on, you know, the shit I bought outside. I'm not paying $120 for no hoodie. That is crazy. But the show was cool.
He said 120 for the hoodie. What's up, show? You got to show love, right?
Yeah, but I'll buy it later. Not at the show. I'll buy it later. Later on, I'll buy it. But I mean, the show was cool. I mean, it didn't feel like a Kendrick concert. It felt like more of a SZA concert. Because it was like, Kendrick would do a couple songs and SZA would jump on and do a couple songs together. And like, it wasn't the typical Kendrick show. Like, but it was cool.
Okay.
You know, I went through one of my friends. You know, we had a great time. You know.
So, listen, we back at it, man. Episode 10. Loving you. Listen, if y'all like anything we say, don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe, and more importantly,
show love regardless.
Show love regardless.
Show love.
Show love. You know what I'm saying? We out here trying to, you know, give a different perspective on things and let you know how we feel about it, right? All right, let's get into it. Yeah!
I mean, I know Clipse has dropped their first single off their album.
Let's hear a little bit of it.
What's the name of the album? Damn. What's the name of the damn album? Well, we will go back at that. But they dropped 8 Trumpets. This is like masterclass rap, you know.
Oh, God, masterclass rap.
I mean, I feel like No Malice got the best, right?
That's like my boy. He came in there nice and neat. It was like literally, let me get a whiskey neat. Like the way the boy was flowing was just like flawless. Like
sidebar. Pussy said they paid $7 million, 7 figures. That's a 7 million. 7 figures to get out of Def Jam. Because Def Jam refused to drop the album because they had a Kendrick feature on it. That's just tell you Drake got a lot of power.
Listen, man. Listen.
But I mean, you can't be mad at Drake. Why don't I have my 2 top ops that beat me get on track together? And we trying to do business like, so I'm like, I guess Rock Nation came to save the day.
Push said it, man. You taking away from the art. Like you listen, it is a
see that GQ interview, go read that.
It's a sport amongst men and wordplay. And like these guys are wordsmiths. Let them go at it.
Rules, man.
Who's suing who? Because you said something about my book, man.
Oh,
come on, let's listen.
But we're not gonna go because we could go deep dive in that. But
stop it.
The rules, so
listen. You get in the ring, get ready to spar.
Win, lose, or draw, man.
Win, lose, or draw. We don't.
What hip hop is, and it's always been. I know you can't come in and change the rules, but back to the 8 Trumpets. Pharrell on the instrumental. Pharrell.
He is bonkers.
Like, yo, I had that shit on repeat. Marlon said that shit to me, last Thursday? I had that shit on repeat.
Repeat.
I remember giving me the same shit over and over.
Every rotation.
Over and over. Cause
such a great song.
I can't wait for the album. July 11th? I can't wait.
Such a great. And Malice is jumping on that. Like, he hasn't, like...
No Malice
is on the track, like, almost like he's been rapping this whole time, like... And it's not like a shoot 'em up, bang, bang, slow, quick rap. It's beautifully...
Bar to bar.
Beautifully written. The beat is just making...
Shout out to Pharrell, man.
Pharrell, man. Oh, I love it. But, thank you. Thank you for the contribution. We've been lacking on some good music, but
we need it, man.
This is one to look forward
to. That's cool, but we need to hear that masterclass rap sometime.
Yes, we definitely do. But let's get into it. What's our first topic we got here today?
First dates.
First date.
So right here we have a list of places women refuse to go on a first date, and it's going viral. So I'll read them off.
Yeah.
Number 1 is Cheesecake Factory. Don't take them to the Cheesecake Factory. Even though Drake put in the song, don't take them to Cheesecake Factory. They do not like Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Applebee's. Yes, they got the 2 for $20 dinner. No, that's a no-go. All right?
I love how he knows this shit.
3 is Chili's. They got the cheap drinks, but no.
Yeah, there's a lot of
You
these.
can't
Just
go to
run them down.
Chili's.
Just read them. Just
That's not
read them
good.
and run them down. Let's see.
Chipotle, but I don't know who the fuck taking somebody to date to Chipotle.
Chipotle is legit though. I ain't gonna promise, bro. Like, if you taking a chick to Cava or Sequoia, you're taking them to Chipotle basically.
So we got Olive Garden, the movies,
Okay.
your house. How you gonna Netflix and chill if you can't take to your house?
If you take a girl to your house as a dinner date for the first time, you're heading in the right direction. You know, you're already there. You just gotta close.
You trying to score? You trying to have a Michael Jordan fourth quarter? I guess.
Closers eat. Closers eat. You heard?
Then we have any fast food chain, Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop, IHOP, Denny's, the gym.
Wow, yo, the gym. I've never taken a girl.
Now I feel like that's like, girl, you big, man. We gonna work out.
You don't gotta be big. You know, I see guys in the gym all the time with their girls, and honestly, I think it's a good look when you're both like
a couple that works out together stays together. You heard?
Absolutely. Listen, I've definitely taken the opportunity to work out with my girl. It's always a plus to make sure that you exercise, some good mental and physical notes that you guys can carry together in your journey in life.
And it's church. Hallelujah. You can't take a chick to church?
Church? Have you ever been on a date with someone? Like, have you ever met someone like, let's go to church together and make that a date? That's kind of interesting, right? That's kind of interesting spin on things. All right, what's next?
And then next is Starbucks.
Okay. Starbucks and coffee dates, same thing.
Same thing. Ice cream dates.
Ice cream dates?
I like ice cream.
Ice cream dates is like, Starbucks and coffee dates, ice cream dates.
I don't think that's the first date, though.
So, technically, it should be, because those are the ones, because,
conversation started,
not conversation, but you kind of filter out, like, whether they're valid enough, because you can always bring a girl to a dinner, right?
Yeah,
but when you get
$400.
To the dinner, she's a whole different person. Yeah. But a coffee date or like an ice cream date, basically, it gives you an open opportunity to see, hey, listen, are they worthy enough to go on a date with? And vice versa, you know what I'm saying?
We're talking this all first dates. We're not talking about
first date.
Family function.
Family function? Do you bring someone on a family function your first time?
I think that's a bad idea.
Like, I don't want you to know my fucking family if I'm, if this is our first date. I don't need you running around here and chasing
my got grandma talking about, that's my niece, that's my grandbaby. Cause they be jumping for you to get
way too close for comfort out the gate. Way too close. What's up,
man? We got a movie night, Netflix, Hulu, but I feel like that's the same thing with your house, I guess.
Movie night works. Movie night, you don't really get the opportunity to get to know them. I think movie night should be like your third date because you want to get intimate. You want to be in a close proximity to that person. But the first 2 dates should be like an opportunity for you to have, some banter back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like,
then we have somewhere that requires a long drive.
Oh, long drive. You want to be in a car with someone for the first date? Is that
even considered a date?
I don't know. It's like, damn, motherfucker, we're in the same car for this long. Like, I want to get out and
2 hour drive, we just in the car.
It could be like if you were going to a mountain trip. Like if you were going, like you were renting out a lodge or a cabin or something like that, 2 hours until you get there. But like that's a lot for the first date to take you. But skiing would be a cool first date. That long ride, you get some,
it's not on the it list. It's not on there.
Skiing, it could, go lodging is also a good look. You know what I'm saying?
Then we have bowling.
Bowling's also a plus because you get all involved and competitive. You don't gotta get most people.
I mean, it's low on the list.
Bowling should be higher in the list, honestly.
No, I thought the higher is the worst.
Oh, I figured it'd be more likely. I thought the higher, the more likely to go. Okay, but bowling should definitely be up there.
Bowling's on. And then they got nightclubs.
I
feel like the first day of nightclub's kind of crazy.
Nightclubs. So what I learned is when bringing a girl to a nightclub, it's kind of rude because you can't hear them, and it's almost like you're not really, taking into consideration that you're supposed to be on an intimate moment. Like you got the opportunity to be one-on-one with this person. Now you want to go be amongst a lot of other people screaming and yelling and dancing. So you're not really getting to know them. So it kind of like.
I feel like that goes in the hookah bar, right? That's the next
Hookah bar is another one.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that
terrible,
yeah.
but-
Hookah's, yeah.
Then we got bars just for drinks.
Yeah, small bars work. Little small
That's
bars.
not bad for a first
Small,
date.
yeah, small bars.
I mean, it's going on the list too.
Small bars do work. Small
We got
bars.
Waffle House. Isn't that the same as Waffle House? Huh?
Believe it or not, Waffle House is not bad because you're rocking in the booth. You know what I'm saying? You're talking to someone. But again, you know, people have high expectations. So I guess it's just what you want to gather out of that, you know, that moment in time.
You can kind of connect this with like the 2000. Remember, everybody got to spend $1,000 dates and stuff like that.
You know what I'm saying? If you're going out to a Waffle House with a girl and you're having a good time, that's so be it. It's not about where you go. It's about who you're with. And the rest of it essentially plays itself out. Because you're having a good time with that person, it doesn't really matter where you're at, right? You know, so.
And the next one is sport events. We went to the Angel Game.
We went to sport events, you know.
Yeah,
definitely with a lot of people out there. But yeah, definitely got to take in consideration when you taking someone out that you might want to, you know, spend some time with or go on a date with. But next up, let's talk about these what we call in our day and age, simps, sensationals, simptons, simpcriptians, simplistic.
PayPigs. I remember I had a homegirl. She told me this. She told me she got a dude.
Let's play this segment. Let's
play this segment. Let me make sure it starts from the beginning.
And I'm living for it. I used to have a couple PayPigs back in my day, and that was probably one of the more financially stable times of my entire life. Because if you don't know what a PayPig is, they will literally send you money. They're men, older men, that will literally send you money just for the fuck of it. Just because they get off on sending money to pretty girls. If you have pretty feet,
y'all fucking game up. Y'all can't just be sending money out.
Will pay your bills.
See what y'all doing?
Nothing.
See what you up against?
Literally, they won't ask for any or anything like that. They will literally just
like,
take your
if
cash
they ain't
out,
gonna do nothing.
Apple Pay, whatever you're comfortable
What
with.
the fuck is gonna do with it when it's gonna come time for them to do something?
A real PayPig, they will send you money just for you to humiliate them. Some of them don't even want you to like speak to them. They will just take your cash out and send you money because they get off on that. So this is my formal application to get back onto PayPig talk because I missed you. I missed you so bad. And I just got a fresh pedicure done, so if you know, you know. Okay, Cash App will be right here and also in the caption. If you're a real PayPig, you know what's up. Don't fall for the scams though, because some people will try to tell you to send them a fee. Those are not real PayPigs. If they're real, they will send you money, no strings attached. So, ooh, I'm so happy for you bitches. I like it.
That's what we come to.
All right, so I guess there's no shortage of new information that we're
Anton Daniels, but I mean, I had friends and female friends about it. I had one homegirl. She told me to do pay for vacations, pay for this, pay for that. She never even put out anything, just for the attempt of maybe something happening between them.
Now, let's think about it. If you're a female, right, and dudes are doing this.
That's right. You guys be talking about all these accomplishments you got. The world is easier for you guys. Niggas will pay for your life. That ain't happening for us. Rarely. You could probably find an old chick or a cougar that will do that, but the chances of that are lower than the chances of having a guy that would, you know, take care of your life, you know?
Well, that in itself is a whole nother category as far
You
as.
guys are playing life on easy most of the time.
They're not
Or
playing.
medium.
Listen.
Or medium. There's some that are playing on hard.
There's some people that, listen, you may give them the world and everything on a silver platter doesn't mean they know how to monetize it. Listen, there's a lot of people who are just literally running the rat race, running and chasing this.
And yo, like we always say on every damn episode, we can't be mad at these women moving like this because there's men that are doing this and they think that all men, if one man is willing to do it, then we're all willing to do it, right?
Fucking the game up.
You know, this is
Like,
what it is.
like, how you expect it? Like, you overexpose yourself, and then when it's time for you to really come out, pop
We
out.
only doing that for the women we like.
We already seen your ass, right? Like, stop you fucking the game up, man. Let's get your life together, man. Let's get your life.
Yeah, I mean, I heard about PayPigs years ago. I told you I had a homegirl. She told me she had a dude that take her to the
What do they call it now?
The
They
dude
call
that
it.
take her to the restaurant. The dude that take her to the to the game. She told me she had a list of whenever she needed a free meal, she'll hit up and get a free meal.
Yeah. In the world of porn, they call it findom. So basically, you're being financially dominated by someone.
Yeah.
And
some dudes get off on it,
some
I
get-
guess.
some
You know,
dudes
they
get
got the money for it, they're gonna do it, they're gonna spend it.
Like I slap a bitch with a 5. I don't play games.
You know,
with
it's
you.
tricking without the reward.
I will digitally slap you with my digital wallet. Don't play fucking games.
Send me your fucking cash out right now.
Right now.
Jerk off to that shit, pause.
So you can't say pause to that. Like that just sounds crazy that you're
I know that sounds
like we're
crazy.
talking.
I apologize to the people out there. I'm sorry for
Thank you.
going off.
Like get your life together. We're talking about that digital.
I mean, I'm just telling you, some people feel like that. You know. You know?
All right, but let's go right ahead. One thing that's gonna really shock the world, if it hasn't already, is OnlyFans is up for sale.
All right, yeah. OnlyFans has reportedly put the platform up for sale. Wait, they make around that money. How come that platform they put it up for sale? What is that? How does that make sense?
Well, the only reason why it's up for sale is because obviously someone is predicting that bill is going to be passed where corn is going to be illegal. So,
Oh yeah, they're trying to do that.
Someone knows something that we don't, and he's pumping out, and they're pumping out the most.
Do you really think they will ban corn?
And there's always a possibility. Like they're banning.
They make too much money for that.
That's all. So it's getting to the point where it's almost unregulated, just like marijuana was at one point in time. It's like they're not making as much money off of it like they want
I mean,
to.
there's mad free shit out there.
Exactly. So they're like, wait, all this is making billions of dollars every year, and we're not getting these.
I mean, I stopped watching that stuff. You know, I don't watch it.
I just think it's nuts that that's a reality. Imagine that. Like they're already like proposing that a lot of.
I'm not even against it. Actually, have a couple. I'm not against that shit. I feel like that's bad for us mentally.
Pandering.
I think it's bad for us mentally.
Pandering.
I think it makes us think.
Pandering.
It's crazy. I'm dead ass. I'm down for it. Get rid of it, man. We don't need it no more.
Pandering. But what I'm saying though, it would be nuts. Because think about how many people's lives it would affect. It would change the economy. It would give the main shareholders again the primary shares in money. And more importantly, they know they can control the narrative of where money is being made and spent. But hey, people aren't trying to buy it, so there's got to be something there's something happening that we aren't aware of, right? So be prepared for that, and then the ones who are getting to it, get your money while you can.
It may serve as an alternative to vasectomy, with ongoing community-driven efforts to fund clinical. The sperm switch is a male contraceptive.
Wait. The switch is going to be like right on your body?
Their fertility
Yeah,
via an implanted
it's almost like a.
May serve as an alternative.
It's like literally an off-on button, like a contraceptive that you would have, and you literally press the button, and at that point in time.
The video look like he's pressing his balls, like.
Yeah, well, that's just showing you how the switch system works, not like the actual balls, but it's basically a contraceptive that you can turn on and off, and it's instilled in your body. But what it does though is it prevents you from completely going snip. Because sometimes people can't come back from that surgery, right? So for those who are who have no control and don't know how to not shoot the club up, there's that option. So it's definitely also
Somebody put a comment, "Hey baby, I'm taking safety off tonight."
That's essentially what's happening there, So it's another option for guys, because guys can be forgetful sometimes. It's not also just always about the female remembering. Sometimes it's about the male. So both parties involved should know that. But it's definitely a great option for the future moving forward. Talking about contraceptive and who you put your in. My boy Zion is out here on the loose.
Oh, you can play the clip. First of all, I don't know why would BuzzFeed even take the girl's case? Like, this girl been trying to get this man for the past few seasons.
Me and many of the other victims, you know, I just hope we all get justice, and the amount of bashing, humiliation, slander, and threats that I've been receiving these last 3 years have been a lot, and it's causing me a lot of stress, emotional distress, and I just hope we all can come to justice and this all can be resolved and nobody has to relive all these things ever again. Everybody.
Yo, she's so funny. She put them sunglasses on so we can't see them fake tears.
First of all,
I don't want to be do this dancing that I felt for the last 3 years. Oh my, yo, you do better acting in.
he sounded just like her. He didn't hear that. Like,
You know they all got that voice when they crying.
but
When they make crying.
first of all, again, we always say this. For those who are actually going or have been through this,
Our hearts go out to
our
you.
hearts go out.
But you gotta understand, this opens women get. I mean, inside women get sympathy points. We'll feel their story before we'll feel a man say it, right? So a lot of women know this. Not all women, but most women. So they could come out with those sympathy and say that I've been this, I've been that.
Crazy.
But the thing is, how we gonna believe you when 3 years ago you're talking about you're gonna finish his career, he has to pay you this much or that much. Then now you probably seen a Cassie deal, and you thinking, yo, I could get a couple M's, just say that he did this and he did that to me.
Where did love go? Like, there's no validity in some of these stories now.
Like you gotta, once you put something on the internet, it's on the internet forever. We could go back to you when you were going crazy on Twitter, saying you're gonna sabotage, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that to him. And then now you're gonna want us to believe like, now it was abuse, when before you was basically saying you're extorting the dude.
But think about like, even
A 22-year-old, when you're like, what, 30-something?
like it's crazy that she's doing that, and it's not like it stops there. It just creates this like trickling effect where everybody feels like they need to get in. Like I need.
Yeah, I could do that.
I can.
Oh, he slapped me once or twice.
No. He was going to open the closet door and he smacked me on the arm.
He yelled at me too hard one time.
He yelled at me. That's literally verbal abuse.
Oh, he slapped the phone out of my hand.
I slapped him.
My wrist hurt.
I slapped him, but he yelled at me. That's verbal abuse. And it's just.
I mean, like I told you, sympathy.
But again,
you just naturally get sympathy.
Shit happens, and it's not just one side. It's both parties involved.
Yeah, both parties, men and women. Remember that men and women. But there's just one side. Only time we see men doing this is when there's a Diddy case. But, well, men do it too, but they've been going crazy on the Diddy cases. They're just coming up with this type of shit too. But just in, Tony Buxley is not gonna represent her anymore. We've seen that too.
Well, we all know Tony's a fucking
shark. He's chasing lawsuits.
He's an ambulance chaser, so you obviously know his credibility.
Anywhere. Whenever you want to sue a celebrity, he's there.
He's chasing ambulances.
Whenever you want me,
or Texas.
I'll be there. That's his theme song, yo. That's his theme song right there.
It's crazy because you know why he jeopardized the integrity of his law firm to try to chase these fucking
celebrities,
frivolous cases. Like, come on, man. There's a lot of attorneys out there who will take your money.
He think all these celebrities Michael Jackson. He think they're just gonna give him money to leave him alone.
They will literally take your money.
You see, like Jay's not on that. Jay said, "Nah, I'm not. I'm gonna lose money, not giving you money."
All I'm telling you, people, is do your homework when you're dealing with legal representation, because you know why a lot of these people do not care about your future endeavors or how it affects them. As long as you say it, they will coerce you to do or present an actual case that will benefit them. That's their job, but more importantly, who can care less what you look like, right? So keep that in mind, right? Moving right along.
Medical floor?
Yeah, let's post up.
So, this is Texas doctor, right? He's been sentenced to 10 years for 118 million healthcare fraud scheme after falsely diagnosing healthy patients with chronic illnesses to fund his luxury lifestyle.
So real question here, right? Excuse me. Would you go to jail for $118 million for 10 years?
Wait, he's not taking the money? I mean, he funded his life already, but...
The question is, would you go to jail for 10 years for $182 million?
10 years is a long time, but I mean, is there is there a good time? Is it a good time served?
I would assume so. I would assume
So that's 7 maybe?
That's 7, close to 8, right? So you do 8 years for 110?
Well, come on, look at that dude. That dude is not surviving in jail, man. He's not surviving.
And listen, first and foremost, the guy, he was basically leading people to believe they had sicknesses, these terminal illnesses, and they were going back and forth, and you know.
That's why, always get a second decision or a third decision, right?
Opinion. Yes. Let people do their work, right? You do your due diligence.
There's some people, at the end of the day, people are human. Like what I always say, most humans ain't shit.
But again, let's try to rephrase from that. We're not gonna think that everyone.
I said most.
Regardless, if he thinks that most, I should then let's say to you guys, listen, like
25%.
So what I'm saying to you guys here is, more importantly, to deal with people case by case. Don't go in a situation with preconceived notions because that will leave you in a jaded place or jaded train of thought that will literally shape and mold your way you approach people.
Like I say, trust people by percentages, right?
Percentages may be a thing, but also trauma, generational trauma is a thing that you don't realize that you are being a part of when you do certain things. And that's one of them. So think about this when you're engaging with people and how you approach, and if you want that to be carried on to
especially when money's involved. A lot of people are mistrusting when it comes to money. They'll do anything. A lot of people do anything for some money and some bread, right?
Power of the dollar, right?
They'll do some funny shit for some change, you know?
The power of the dollar. Listen, get it by any means.
So since we're still in the medical field, we're gonna go to the.
And this is what this doctor did. He got it by any means, literally.
Yeah. You got cancer. He was like Google. You know when you search Google and they just tell you got cancer, he was throwing shit at you. Oh, your head hurt? Oh man, you probably got this rare cancer.
He did not care. Like, think about it. He's had people like, so when someone in your family gets sick, right? And they're like terminally sick, and the way it affects one person, I'm not going over someone's house, or I can't help them because they're sick. And think about it, these people weren't sick, but in their mind, they thought they were sick. So think about how much time.
They're already probably living like they're sick.
They're living mentally like they're sick. So think about how much time they lost in their life. And
thinking it's over already.
Thinking it's over. And some people aren't even sick. It's like a placebo mentally. They're saying, hey, listen, I'm sick. The doctor said I'm sick, so automatically they switch into being sick, and they play sick. And think about that.
That's just scary, man. The power of the mind.
So do your due diligence, just like I said with the attorneys, with the doctors. Do your homework. I know a lot of people usually don't go to the doctor until they have to, and that's why they get into these predicaments. But invest in your health. Take some time and take some preemptive measures that can help you get a clear idea of what you are dealing with. And when I mean dealing with, I'm talking about your ass!
Who?
I'm just talking about to the people out there.
Oh, all right. I thought you were talking to me. It looked like you were pointing at me or something. Like, talking to your ass.
I always talk to this guy about his health because, it's very important.
Yeah, he does.
We big boys, a couple good meals could go right real quick.
I'll be listening 25% of the time.
25% of the time. Then you listen 25% of the time, you're going to get 25% of the time return on his investment. He's the investment. Moving right along.
Organs on the black market.
Organs on the black market. Yo, first of all.
Harvey's always doing some funny stuff, man.
Listen, is it science or is it a crime?
Harvard Medical School morgue manager admits to stealing organs and selling them on the black market. Who could you trust? Percentages.
See, I don't think trust plays into this. There needs to be
What do you mean? Harvard trusted their medical manager to take these organs and do the right thing with them. And he's taking them and selling them in the black market.
Okay, so, but listen, he may have been selling them on the black market, right? But there are people who need these organs, right? And who better than people that need them than to receive these, be the recipient of these organs? Yeah, they may have
he pleaded guilty to stealing and selling human parts on the black market between 2018 and 2020.
That's nice.
That's 2 years.
So basically, he
would remove organs, brains, skin, and other remains from donated caregivers, whatever, without permission. He transported them to homes and sold them to buyers across state lines. Lodge faces up to 10 years in prison. Harvard has condemned his action and fired him in 2023 and lost a reform to improve oversight. This scandal has outraged donor families and led to lawsuits against the university.
So let me ask you a question. Now, what if it's for science, right? What if someone is like, let's say...
I'm an organ donor. I don't know why I signed up for it, but...
I'm an organ donor as well. Now, the question here is, like, say someone, they didn't want to go through this process of waiting to get an organ, right? But they paid this dude $40K. Now, their sister has an additional ear that she can hear. She has an additional long knee,
kidney,
something like that. But it does create a line of division between,
You ever hear they be having that conspiracy too that Planned Parenthood takes the aborted babies and sells the.
I have heard that before.
The bone marrow, or whatever.
Yeah, I've heard that before. But just think about it though, like. But what happens though is it still puts the more affluent in a different ballpark because who are the only ones who can.
I mean, what they probably would have went to waste anyways, right?
That's what they weren't necessarily going to waste. They were used for science and for study measures, right? But the question here is, even though they were supposed to go for study measures, wouldn't those doctors? Some of those body parts may go to waste, like you said. Some may not. But outside of the study, these go to people who have the money who can afford that. Now that still puts that line of division between the well-off and the ones who don't.
I think the well-off is going to be getting
most of the body parts.
Yeah, because they got the money for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that still creates this whole demographic.
Life ain't fair, man.
It's not a fear factor. It's like, when does this guy?
Is he doing good or is he not?
Exactly. Does this guy is he technically playing God or is he playing a shareholder in God's army of people?
He's probably having an auction for the
He's auctioning off your balls.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Make sure your people know what happens in your body.
Harvard stay in the news, man. But hey,
Harvard wouldn't be Harvard if they weren't in the news, right? It's all for science.
They got the protesters. They got the organs.
It's for science.
I know we're a little late on this, but we took a break. My man was on vacay. We didn't have an episode to talk about this whole Pap and Remy thing.
So we're gonna head this up. It's gonna be a 3P. It's gonna be Pap and Remy.
Man, just know, fellas out there, man.
Cardi,
when she's done with you, she's done with you. There's don't matter what you did. It don't matter how good you treat her. Just like women say, she already planned this months or years ahead.
All right, hold on. So I'm sorry. Let's clear this up. So this is essentially about Pap and Remy.
But I'm just putting the PSA out there.
Cardi
when she's done with you, she's done with you. There's nothing you can do. It doesn't matter what you did, how good you did. She's done with you.
Simmons.
So I feel like, Pat, stop, man. She's gone. Even though you moved on already,
this guy's
who
pandering.
cares?
This guy's pandering.
I'm not pandering.
This is pandering.
I mean, I try not to pander. I'm not pandering. I'm against pandering.
This is pandering because you know why? We have all been in a spot before with someone that we found, that took a part of our heart. You know what I'm saying, right? And whether that's our right hand or our side joint, I probably shouldn't say that, but I'm talking about a broader spectrum of men and what men go through. Right now,
like I always say, people don't want to. I feel like men love harder than women.
In some cases, they do.
I think that because even though they don't want to believe that, but I think, like I say, I don't want to be broad, but I think females are loyal to their emotions.
Mm.
And their emotional roller coaster. That's the crazy part.
Well, so the reason why we're talking about this, from this perspective is we got a couple of people that we saw as like relationship, models in the industry of some sort. We got Papa.
And then one thing too, we gotta stop looking at celebrities. Celebrities are not like everybody else, and I feel like a lot of you, especially with social media, a lot of us look to celebrities' relationships and we think our relationships should move the way their relationships.
You definitely should remember they have a different lifestyle.
Different lifestyle.
So they live in a bubble and it doesn't relate to everyone's life.
It doesn't.
So
and I think a lot of people do that. They try to relate their relationships to these celebrities that they watch.
Yeah, don't compare your lifestyle to theirs, right? Because
our lifestyles are nothing the same, man. They're in a different
world.
Different world, yeah.
So don't what's the saying? Don't.
And you already know this is their player. This is the IG account we're playing right now. The clip from. This is their playground. Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, Ball Alert. We're always gonna see this bullshit on this site.
All right, let's get it. Let's play it.
Let me play the clip of Pat.
You're a fucking champ.
That is not true.
Talking to this nigga.
That is not true.
I'm fucking this wife, oh shit, right? You got a lame who came up in front of me, shook my hand, which is total disrespect as a man. You sleep with my wife, it is what it is. She chose that. She's an adult. That's not why I knocked you out. I knocked you out because you shook my hand. But
I mean, I feel like everybody heard this already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's a clip, but yeah, it's crazy how Remy acted like a dude in that conversation. She's talking about, I'm just fucking with this nigga because you knocked him out and I gotta clean up the situation so he don't press charges or do this or that. Come on, Rem. You know damn well that dude, you did not give a fuck about him getting knocked out and you're trying to stay with him to make sure it ends off well or without any type of bad, I feel like she was more like a dude on that, but then again, she is kind of like a dude.
But, again, not really trying to, go back on that conversation. It was just interesting to see how people saw them as, somebody.
Yeah, they were. You go to Black Love, you go to the dictionary, it would be Pat and Remy.
Yes, and it happened so drastically.
That's what I told you, man. These people be faking the funk. Every relationship don't look like a look.
So we're not gonna put a negative connotation on.
I mean, we're talking about these celebrities. A lot of them.
So we're not gonna put a negative connotation on celebrity
relationships with people. Will and Jada, we thought they were the best.
Because sometimes negative connotations that are presented by people who are speculating from the outside creates this negative.
But we just said that these celebrities are in a bubble. So I'm talking about celebrities. I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking about these celebrities.
So we
had Will and Jada. We had this and that. We could go to countless people that their name became a duo. Like they're the best thing since sliced bread. And come to find out they're not. We're human. We're not perfect. So any relationship is not perfect, right?
So most people would assume that no one ever thinks the relationship is perfect, but us pointing and speculating from it doesn't make it any better because you know why? People love to create this energy behind things, and then people can't help but not to look into this or use that as a guiding light in their relationship or the way they deal with it. So yes, we may be speculating, but there are celebrities who use some of these notes to kind of use it as a guiding light in the relationship because they don't have the same kind of infrastructure that a regular relationship would because they live in a bubble. So if y'all listening and y'all taking this into consideration, the Cardi B's and Stef's.
Oh yeah, we gotta go to Cardi B.
The Yo Gotti's and Angela Simmons, and then fucking the Pops.
Well, yeah. Do you agree with what Cardi's doing right now?
Do I agree with Cardi? Cardi's trolling hard, right? She's trolling hard.
But it's like I don't get it. You don't like Offset for cheating, then you go to a serial cheater. Well, he was a single man. I can't say a serial cheater, but this guy's everywhere. He's like what they call him He's for everybody. He's community.
He is community.
And you got mad at Offset for it, but I think it's because he has a bigger back than Offset. So you excuse him more? You think that?
Oh, that definitely is probably the case.
He make more money than I won't complain about it that much.
Yeah, it's definitely
I think Cardi's just having fun. I feel like Cardi do everything but drop music. Yo, Offset's getting on your nerves. Take that energy and put out another album. I feel like she's gonna pull a Lauryn Hill and never drop another album. And say, yo, I got that album. Like,
but we all know, but Cardi B wasn't really a genuine, like.
But I mean, that she still has a great first album.
But does she really? She did none of that by herself. None of that was written by herself.
Nigga, Lauryn Hill didn't do any of that by herself either. We thought she did.
But that's exactly why she didn't have another album. Like, if you wanna,
but they need to get another collective to help write another album.
Obviously, that's not listen.
I don't know. Yo, if Cardi take this energy and drop that album, he's getting on your nerves. You can make how many breakups? Mary J. Blige had made a whole career on making breakup shit from the shit she was going through and putting it in music. Put that shit in some music. We don't care about you and Stefan Diggs. You're trying to get Offset mad. I guess whatever floats your boat. But at the end of the day, man, you was a stripper, right? You should be happy that you have people taking you serious.
Okay, let's.
Because she has a 304 type of background, if you think about it.
She's 100%
She has a 304 background. So I'm like, you should be happy. I feel like you're lucky for your Cardi B that people are actually. Well, you have a 304 background. It's just the truth.
In no other situation with someone else.
Yeah, there's no other situation where you have these dudes doing this for you. Like.
Yeah, in no other situation would that be acceptable, you know what I'm saying? And people wouldn't be open to it. Like, you know, it's just crazy to think that people would kind of just people do disregard certain things because of what people can offer or bring to them, right? So automatically there goes into the whole play of like, does that become a power trip, or is it a money play, or is that a pole position play?
And you know what, they saying Offset deactivated his IG and his Twitter.
Yeah, like,
it was so funny. He had I like the pass, whatever. He had that up, and then Stefan Diggs had the poster from catching the ball. Like,
all I'm saying is that Diggs better have an outstanding season, because if he doesn't, then we know why.
Yo, Diggs, you're on my Patriots right now. We need to focus on football. My man, they put gave my man made some weapons. They gave him a little O-line. Focus on football. Stop focusing on Cardi B and giving out Tootsie to models on a fucking yacht or whatever chicks on the yacht. Focus on football. The Patriots is not about this shit. You want to do this shit, go to another team. We signed you. Stop. Focus on football.
All right. Let's get to it. Focus on football. All right. Y'all, jumping right ahead though, let's talk about Angela and Yo Gotti, because we thought about them too.
Oh, Yo Gotti wanted that. You probably seen it was a headache.
Angela.
Now I know why nobody wanted your ass. That's why he realized.
Listen, again, we're all speculating.
Speculation, though. It's all speculation. We don't know. It's all speculation.
We don't know. We don't know
what, but she seemed annoying.
But apparently she was a Jesus freak. You know, he wanted that. She wanted him to like basically change his whole lifestyle.
Like you're gonna fuck with a drug dealer in the past, or a man that is, well, he raps about being a drug dealer. So
Gotti.
My
man's name is Gotti.
Yeah, his name is Yo Gotti.
What do we expect?
But like, what do you can't change. That's who he is. Like, he's putting out hits on people. Well, allegedly. Well, I mean, it was put in court. Young Dirt. I mean, his brother had something to do with Dolph's whole situation. They brought that up in court, right?
But the point I'm making here
is stop trying to change people, man.
I didn't say that.
And then one other thing, you could always want something so bad, then you get it and realize like, this ain't what I thought it was.
And it just seems like this is like, he's almost pandering, because it seemed like he said it was like you wait so hard to get it, and then not that, and then also the fact that it just seems like you got to pick a side on what you feel people.
I'm here. You
went from saying that, you're playing Switzerland. You can't play Switzerland because it just seems like you're playing both sides of the field. It just there's no there's no genuine.
Love out to Yo Gotti, love out to Angela. Alright? That's what I'm doing. Show love regardless. That's what I'm doing. I'm showing love regardless.
You showing love regardless.
Regardless, high on the regardless part, you heard?
Yes, love it. Moving right ahead. So, right before we hop into some of the sports side of things, every day we're seeing more and more advancements in the tech world, and one of the things we brought up here is Optimus. Let's see this whole segment on Optimus.
Shout out to Elon Musk. You know, even though I know a lot of people hate him right now, but I guess they're gonna stop hating him. Like this robot taking out trash. Yeah, we're finally in the future, man.
So, you know, we've seen different versions of this robot, Optimus, and every time we see Optimus, he gets more and more advanced. His fluidity, the movement.
They don't look like robots to me, the way it's moving.
And it just shows you how much better we're getting day by day in the world of robotics.
And mopping the floor for you, cooking,
doing all the things all the things you don't want to do.
I know y'all keep complaining, but yo, I'm telling you, man, it's the future. We're in the Jetson age now, man. We're gonna have a robot clean our career.
Would you have a robot assistant? I would.
Yo, all these jobs you're losing to AI, man. Now we're gonna have a robot to do everything for us, like so we can focus more on getting money the other ways, like in front of our computer and doing all this stuff. Like
I saw this interview with Elon the other day, and he said, you know, in 10 years from now, he goes, AI and robotics are going to play such a big part in our life that fulfillment is going to be our hardest thing for us to actually participate. And when you mean by fulfillment, what is it to do with all the things that
all the chores are being done for you. You come. Imagine you remember your mom used to come from work. You forgot to put the chicken out. You got the robot gonna take the chicken out.
Exactly. So you have
your mom come home complain about the dishes. The robot did the dishes.
You got so much time to do extra things that you have.
The kid gonna focus more on their homework.
Literally, you have to find, and there may not even be homework because there needs to be some form of fulfillment. So we gotta start.
We're gonna have more time to do shit that we put off because of chores or because of this or because of that. Think about it. I know we want to fight it, talking about iRobot this, iRobot that, but yo, remember, man, I feel like this is gonna be the biggest. This is the next evolution for human race. We're gonna be able to do more stuff because we have robots and AI doing everything that we don't want to do, doing it for us.
Absolutely, you
got a girl that can't cook. You download a new software update on your robot. That robot cooking gourmet shit for you.
It's literally learning from watching videos of other people. Not like you don't have to teach it. It doesn't have to download it. It literally watches videos and can learn from the videos that's being watched. And then you got, later this month, Robotaxi is unveiling. That's Tesla's version of the autonomous driver taxi.
You at home, you making money with the taxi, just driving around picking people up. And it's going, this ain't gonna be as low as 30,000 miles, right?
Lower than 30,000. Each car's gonna be ranging anywhere from 60 to 75.
But then again, Tesla is gonna be scary with the malfunctions and everything.
Listen, for someone who doesn't drive a Tesla, you speak very highly.
I mean, if you talking about it,
this is a lot.
But all cars have malfunctions.
Listen, there's a lot of people out there who don't like the advancement that's going on with Tesla. So when people speak in the regards, these are people who don't have or never driven one. Keep that in mind. Smear campaigns are a real thing. Heavy as a head that wears a crown, right? But moving right along, though, MJ is back. 2-3.
The GOAT. The real GOAT.
The real GOAT. But now.
Yeah, MJ is returning to sports for $40 million per year. Cause NBA is going back to NBC, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna hear that anthem again. You remember that? We're gonna hear that. And we're gonna have Mike there. I know somebody's gonna be upset.
Let's think about how Jordan's gonna sound though. Fucking here,
it's gonna be fire.
Tom Brady is good, but Tom Brady, I think people were captivated by Tom Brady But
I feel like Tom Brady did it too quick from retirement. He should have took a little break.
No,
I mean, he took like a year break, right?
I just don't think he's that impactful on
I feel like he's better at doing it, like explaining the game while doing it, like being a quarterback, than actually being a broadcaster.
Like, is Jordan gonna be talking shit? Like, you know how he already is a shit talker? He's already a shit talker.
And there's bet. Anybody gonna be betting while he's on the broadcast.
But you gotta think about like, can Jordan talk that kind of shit while on air without seeing
I know he's gonna make a lot of NBA players upset.
Exactly. Like, is that gonna ruin his brand? The MJ brand.
LeBron. I said LeBron. I feel like Michael's brand can't be
tarnished at this point.
Remember that fake rumor that he had all these prisons? That shit didn't do nothing, even though it wasn't him. But people still push that. Oh, he put money in his prisons and what. Michael is like he's somewhere else. Like, I feel like it's Michael Jackson. They're like somewhere else. Like,
they got like
that aura around them. Like.
All I'm saying here is I want to hear Jordan talking shit. Is Jordan gonna fucking put Shaq and Barkley out of Barkley and Stephen A?
Yeah, I think they already got that damn. They got that chemistry. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's whacking out on TV
but
what they're gonna do.
We haven't heard Jordan really talk too much shit other than the dance, that Netflix special, right? And it was like he was sitting there with a screen. Now he's gonna be doing it like every other game, right? So it's almost like a revamp, of his career, but it's pretty nuts.
Well, yeah, we're gonna do playoff predictions, right? I mean, the Knicks nicked, like I said they were. I thought it was gonna go to Game 7, but it didn't. The Knicks nicked, and they out. Bye-bye, Knicks. All these fans just stop acting. My team been out since first round, but these Knicks fans been getting out of hand. They were the job was not done, and they were acting like the job was done.
Hurt, crush my heart.
They out here beating up Pacer fans, doing this, that, and third.
Fuck the Pacers.
And look. They said my man Halliburton was overrated. Not overrate that. You know what I mean? That man was bald. He had one bad game, Game 5. That's why I think Pascal.
When he didn't get the fucking MVP, but
nah, he had one bad game. Pascal didn't have one bad game.
They make Halliburton fucking the face of Indiana, but he wasn't MVP.
The man had 64 assists, bro. The whole series. That's fucking wild.
When he wasn't MVP?
Because he had a bad Game 5. And he lost one vote. It was 5-4.
All I'm saying
it was like an uneven voting.
All I'm saying here is that
they at least had 10 people voting.
There was some adjustment bureau action being taken place there. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how he went off. But I mean, Tim Wolf, y'all disappointed me. Y'all went out like suckers. Y'all didn't even, it's like y'all won that one game and didn't care. Like, I feel like y'all could have won another game. Like,
They gave up.
Fucking AE acting like, we thought you could be the face of the league, but he's like, oh, wait. He was acting like he was. The answer he was giving like
23.
What does that mean? Why you giving bullshit answers, bro? 1 minute you talking shit, and the next minute you
you know what it is that BM. She got impressed.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's them after 95, man. You know how them after 95 be, bro.
Hey, we need someone other than Julian Randle.
But I think I give OKC OKC winning it. I give Pacers one game. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong this whole playoffs.
OKC beating Pacers, I can see that. I don't see anyone they're both very fast teams.
Yeah, great defensive teams.
They're very fast teams. So the whole game is going to be a very high scoring game.
That's why I see somebody put Lonzo, Tyrese is who we thought Lonzo was. But I'm like, Lonzo got mad injuries, but Lonzo's still great basketball.
Lonzo Mourning?
No.
Oh, Lonzo Ball. Oh, shit.
And Lonzo never got them paint those, because when you see Lonzo paving, Lonzo he good.
Damn. I saw someone talk about Lonzo in his career and how he basically brought that AAU attitude to the league, and that's why the Hornets suck.
No, you're talking about LaMelo. You're talking about.
I mean LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, we're talking about Lonzo's good.
Yeah.
It's just the injuries. He just can't stay on the court.
It's a tough one. It's just like my boy D Rose. It's always a phenomenon.
Nah, but D Rose got to that level where you see that he could have been the star, then got the injury.
Yeah.
Lonzo, it was like the injuries were hitting him early.
Yeah.
And you can see the potential. Like, you see when he's in the game, the man made Kuzma look like a star. Kuzma has never been the same since he stopped playing with Lonzo.
That's true.
He made him look like a star. Then he had LeBron for a little bit, but then he never was that Kuzma that we thought he had the potential to be when he was with the Lakers the first year.
Yeah, I saw Kuzma the other day boxing, talking about Giannis leaving the fucking Bucks next year.
It's his team.
Bucks is leaving, man. Bucks is done.
Yeah, Giannis is gone. I mean, it's like history repeats itself. They had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He got them the ring. They didn't win for a few years, and then they went to the Lakers.
So does Dame stay or does Dame leave?
I think Dame done with that Achilles. Come on, Dame is old. Dame like 34, 35,
yeah,
right?
Poor Dame.
Yeah, poor Dame, man. But I mean, he made the top 25.
It's like everybody out of fucking Portland always has these injuries. And like, this get worse. The Roys, the Damian Stoudemires.
And we talking about the Knicks thinking they already got rid of they got rid of Tibbs.
They got rid of Tibbs, not my boy Tom.
Yo, and I see shit, but that's why you can't believe shit on the internet. They're talking about his job is secure. Then today they fire him. But then again, he was bugging. Stop playing 7. You have a 15-team roster. Stop playing 7 players, bro. Why do you keep doing that? Everywhere you go, you do that. So you try to burn your players to the ground, like.
Yeah, and it was just it took a lot for them to get Robinson in the game, and you like it literally it was the last 2 games you got Mitchell involved in the fucking rotation. Yeah. He definitely did better. You're right. He did play only 7 people.
I guess that's where freaking JJ Redick be learning from, because JJ was doing that shit this year too. I'm like, yo, play all these players. Why you not playing fucking
different lineups?
Jackson Hayes and all that when we're like, we need some dudes in there.
Jackson Hayes is alright though. He's not
well, come on, we needed a big body in there when we're getting burnt out by the who we played Timberwolves for?
Yeah. Yo, but at the end of the day, you're gonna see the best and the worst, whether it comes in the league or it comes out of the industry. But how we gotta do. Got to show love regardless, man. We always got to.
Man. Yo, show love regardless.
Show love.
We love you, everybody. We love you. Wait, who did we talk to? We love everybody we talked about today, man. Show love regardless. We see y'all.